Oh, bollocks. Bollocks. Sorry. I am so sorry. Yeah, I didn't know you guys couldn't hear me then. Oh, that's the second time that's happened. That's the second time I've done that. Sorry, it always annoys me when I do that. I didn't realise the mic was off. I must have turned the mic off yesterday. Yeah, I'm not making a speed run in Karim Khan. Sorry, I just gave you an explanation of what we were doing and I sort of mucked that one up because I didn't realise the mic was on. No, we're making a adventure map tied into my book series. So I'm making an adventure map that I might release for download if I put it to Bedrock. It's going to be tied into my book series, so basically locations from my book series you'll be able to go to in the world. I think that's... You hate them clankers. What? 12 people are watching, that's cool. Yeah, sorry guys, I didn't realise that my mic wasn't working. I've done that a couple of times and it's really annoyed me each time. Do I have a LinkedIn profile by any chance? I do, but it's nothing to do with my YouTube. It's to do with my actual business stuff, so I don't actually use LinkedIn. I don't like LinkedIn, I've got to be honest, because every job opportunity that comes up on there, guys, I've got to admit that I don't even know if it's real half the time. I do, but I don't use LinkedIn. Clanker is a slur for AI and robots. Is it? What? That's in Star Wars. That is in Star Wars. Bloody hell, guys! Look at this. This mountain's being held up by that. It's all over TikTok. Yeah, I don't really use TikTok. I only use TikTok to upload stuff. Can we play together? What version of Minecraft are you playing? So I'm playing Legacy at the moment. Maybe in the future. Yeah, I'm playing Legacy Switch, so it's not crossplay, I'm afraid. If you don't have that version, you'll be unable to play with me today on this stream. Oh, I got cramp in my leg. Ow. What was I going to say, guys? I can make an announcement, guys. 5 days. My book comes out in 5 days. My horror story that I've just been working on, The Doll Maker, will come out in 5 days' time. My horror story, The Doll Maker, releases on Amazon in 5 days' time. It comes out on Thursday, the 24th of July. Robots aren't really an issue though. Robots are quite useful. Robotics are quite useful though. Robots are used for things that, you know, a human can't do. Like, have you ever heard of Chernobyl? Woo. They sent two actual airmen volunteered to jump into a radioactive lake to pull the plug out to drain the radiation water from Chernobyl. Nowadays you get a robot to do that because a robot isn't going to be affected by it. But obviously the two people basically made the ultimate sacrifice. Well, all three men survived, but one of them died of a heart disease, which they think was they believe was part. Oh, bloody hell. We've made a mistake. Do you have your books online? I do. Yeah. Give me a sec. I'm just going to turn my TV down. It's a little bit loud. Can you drop the link? It's already in the stream, to be honest, Karen. It's literally just above you. To make a channel donation, you can buy Calamity of Joe's books here. It's a link above you. I've basically programmed Nightbot to drop the link, so it comes in ever so often during the stream. I think the link takes you to one of them. I think the link takes you to one of the books, but then you can... I'm on PC, so... Yeah, the Nightbot link takes you straight to my book page. The link should work, so I know the link works on everything bar phone. Only on streams, only phones. On YouTube streams, only phones can't open links, which is really interesting, to be honest. Clanker, no. The difference between a bot and AI, Woo, is that a bot has to do exactly what you say, because a bot has no mind of its own. So, for example, hello, Skatepunk. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, what I mean, Woo, is that a bot can't think for itself. So Nightbot just puts in exactly what I've written. So if I write a spelling mistake in the Nightbot in the Nightbot service, then Nightbot will do that, because Nightbot can't think for itself. You do realise that word is only in Star Wars, and it's not actually a real word, but not everything you see on TikTok. Alright, I picked up my phone. What's next? No, what I meant is the link would have worked on your laptop. The link would have worked on your laptop. What I meant, Karen, was that links on streams don't work on your phone. That's what I was saying. I said links don't work on phones, but the link would work on your laptop. I probably should have made that more understandable. And a minor complaint. You have a minor complaint? Yeah. What is it? It's great for me to know this stuff. Yeah. Robots are useful though, Woo. AI is but AI is still quite a useful tool. AI is a useful tool, but not when it nicks jobs. But yeah, what is your minor complaint, Skatepunk? It could be, it'll be very useful for me to know what your complaint was, what your complaint is about the trailer. Because I'll admit, I don't actually like that trailer that much. Oh, the police crime scene. No, that's the real footage. The police crime scene. The police crime scene's a real footage. It's a real footage. It's stock footage from Adobe Express. That's a real clip. There is no AI in it. Yeah, I didn't use it. I haven't used AI. That's just a stock footage clip from Adobe Express. I haven't got the budget or the camera equipment at the moment to shoot scenes, so I've used stock footage. So it's generally just out of focus stock footage from Adobe Express. It might be. Sometimes you can't tell though. Sometimes you can't tell. But yeah, it's generally just stock footage. Adobe Express, to be honest, had some really nice stock footage. But the problem is for that trailer is they didn't have what I wanted. I was hoping I could find, like, you know, it would have been. Yeah, that's true. It's the equipment though, as well. I don't have the tools to do that. So I used a little bit of stock footage because I'm not trying to do a full-scale trailer. I'm trying to do a sort of... I'm sort of just doing a scary teaser, if you get what I mean. It's like, I uploaded a little bit yesterday. I uploaded a little bit yesterday about... I uploaded a little one yesterday, and I tried to find stock footage of Manchester, and it gave me everything bar Manchester. So I don't even... The stock footage I used for Manchester isn't even Manchester, because Adobe Express somehow had nothing from Manchester. Which, I don't understand that, guys. My laptop is about to go flat. Oh, I didn't turn the plug on. Yeah. Yeah, it's also as well, Adobe Express has some very good stock footage, and it's all free. But they have everything. It's stock photos, images, videos, designs, animations. It's pretty much, they have like the full shebang, and you can get it in any resolution you need. So I've downloaded a couple of clips from them for trailers and stuff, and it does it all in 4K, which is rather good that it does that. I mean, I scared someone in my Discord server. Don't know how. I scared someone in my Discord server. I don't know how I did that. And when I asked them what they did, are you trying to scare me? Honestly, Hab is a nice... Hab in my Discord server, guys, is a nice guy, but he responds to everything I comment as if I'm aiming it at him. And he commented yesterday saying, "Are you trying to scare me?" I'm like, "I'm scared." I was like, what for? The book's not out, and then the book's not even out yet. And then he comments blood. Then I said, "Why are you scared of blood?" And then he goes, "Demons." I'm like, what's the difference between blood and demons? I generally think he's got... Oh, I don't know. I generally think he's got some sort of, you know, mental disorder. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I think he generally has after, because every time he puts an odd question, like a question, and I'm like, "What do you mean?" He puts an even odder question. If you get one, have you guys ever seen anything like that? It can do, that's true. But if you haven't got the budget, if you haven't got the money to shoot, it is quite useful. There was a video game, yeah, there was a video game that did that, to be honest. A video game launched, but they used stock footage as a as their promotion, and it did quite well. It was actually quite clever. Because sometimes, you know, you've got your idea, but then you don't have the budget. Like, for example, if I had the money, I would do an ad campaign for my book, but I can't afford it. It's sort of sometimes the cheap and the lazy option is the best option, if you get what I mean. No. But then you never know nowadays. When I shot my you never know. Well, that is free. That is free because the UK government have made that free for centuries. Yeah, what was I going to say? It's like on the things about budget though, you would be surprised, everyone, how much stuff costs now. My short film I did for my dissertation, all the props that I needed for that came to nearly £100, which is 100 GBP in USD, $134 that all everything for that short film came from. And I'll admit, guys, I'm not strapped with cash. Especially, I can't seem to find a job at the moment because everything I find says, oh, you need 4 years experience. How are you going to get, honestly, guys, how are you going to get experience if no one's willing to take a chance on you? That's something that really annoys me, guys. Doesn't that look like a couple of fingers? Oh god, my back. Yeah. But yeah, the Doll Maker releases next Thursday. And be prepared, guys, it is the scariest horror story that you will ever read. Because it's not just sick and twisted, it's sick, twisted, shockingly evil, violent, disgusting, and downright morbid. Pardon me. Which I've made it all those things because I thought I could write the best horror story ever written. I'll tell you what, guys, I might publish another book later in the year because I found one which I found one the other day which I was working on. I found a story the other day that I was working on called which has no name. It's just called Project Time Warp. Well, yeah, I might see if I can publish that. Maybe we'll have some. It'll be next year. Oh, sorry guys, I'm gonna have to mute for a minute. I can't stop burping. I'm back. Here we go. Sorry. Yeah, I could not stop burping then. So. I don't even know what we're doing now. I've forgotten. Do you know, I am absolutely out of it today. Who have we got in the stream? Oh. Sorry, I just can't stop burping. Where is Decepted? Decepted has not Decepted has not responded to my message in 2 days. He sent me a picture of a aubergine, an actual aubergine, and that's the last thing I've heard from him. I don't know, this is a nice world. Is there anyone who have we got in the stream? Hello, Benjamin Dyer. Welcome to the stream. I was about to say, have we got anyone in the stream here? Have you guys heard about the new Smurfs film that's absolutely tanked? And according to reports, it's one of the worst films ever made. Hey Joe, have you been? I'm good. I'm good, Skate Punk, to be honest. I'm feeling a bit odd today, though, everyone. I'm feeling a little bit odd today. I'm feeling a bit... I don't know what it is. I don't know whether I'm feeling miserable, depressed. I just feel out of it. It's like I feel ill, but I don't know why I feel ill. It's weird. So, that's alright. Have you guys seen about the Smurfs film that they've just brought out? And by all accounts, it's the worst film. It's the a lot of critics are calling it the worst film they've ever seen. They don't need to do another Smurfs film. Like, literally, what's the point of rebooting a film series that only got rebooted 10 years ago? I liked the first two. The third one was shit. And apparently this one's even shitter. Yeah, there's a Smurfs film came out yesterday, and I haven't watched it, but all the reports are saying it's pretty shit. But it's James Corden's in it, and James Corden seems to always do shit for being shit films. I mean, he was in Cats. Honestly, Cats was classed as one of the worst films. I'm wondering if the doll maker has gone gold yet. Not at the moment. It hasn't made any sales at the moment, but it's, like I said, it's not out yet technically. I'm not expecting it to do well, of course, because none of the other books have done any well. If it gets two sales, that will be normal. No, I meant if it was being written. Yeah, it's well, it's finished. It is finished. I finished it last week. In fact, this is the fastest book I've ever wrote. I've got to admit. I wrote it in. I started writing it on the 6th of June, and I finished it about 5 days ago. So it was about a month and 10 days. I wrote it in about month and 10 days. But technically the doll maker's not arrested yet, because the doll maker is arrested in the future. 106. Well, it's 55 pages. It's about 60 pages A4, but in a book format. In the book format that I normally do of 5×8, it's 166. It's roughly the same. It's roughly the same size as Attack from Space. It's roughly the same size as the Attack from Space, but the Attack from Space has more words. But there's more story in Dollmaker, if you get what I mean. Because the Dollmaker is not just about a guy. The Dollmaker is not just about a guy that goes after and kills human dolls. It's about an utterly sick and twisted individual who. Should I give you all a sneak peek? It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, everyone's low on funds at the moment. I'm low on funds, which is why I'm trying to find a job. Everybody, and the only thing I seem to find at the moment is I have quite a few of your books on my wish list. I've literally just ordered an author copy yesterday because I get them for cheaper. I get them for cheaper because I wrote them. I get them for cheaper, everybody. I get them for the printing cost. So for me, it costs £3 for £10 for 3. So I ordered 3 yesterday. I'm also looking for work. Yes, so am I. I found a social media job the other day. Thought it was absolutely perfect. It was remote as well, so it was like, oh, and then so I clicked on it. I thought, all right, that's good. Remote working thing, helping organise events and media events. I thought, that's all right, good. And then I clicked on it. I thought, oh, that's good. Clicked on it. Remote, but but has to live within 90 minutes of London. I don't live within 90 minutes of London. I'm more like 290 minutes from London. So that's the shit thing about the media industry in the UK, everyone. It's basically, it's all London. It's all the capital. If you're not from London, you're fucked. Because all the film studios are in London, which that's wrong. Really, they should be spread it out. If you want a job in film in the UK, you need to either be in Manchester or London, potentially Birmingham. And I'm not near any of those. Hello, Makados. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, would you guys like a sneak peek of the doll maker? Yeah. I mean, you do have small independent film companies and all that, but you don't know anything about them. In fact, you don't know half the names of them, because it's like when somebody mentioned Kerem Khan mentioned LinkedIn earlier on. LinkedIn, you don't even know half these companies exist. You don't even know if half these companies are real. So, when I say it's about a sick and twisted individual, halfway through the courts, the guy the serial killer gets up and confesses that he killed, raped, mutilated, and buried his sister in his other sister's back garden. Which is why I said it's a sick and twisted story about a truly, truly evil individual. So he's not just what the fuck. Yeah, I said I tried to make the darkest and scariest horror story ever, and it's not just about an individual. It's about an individual doesn't care about human life. One of the most disgusting bits about it, later on in the story, somewhere in the story, he admits to why he killed a female police officer. He goes, because a woman's place is a woman's place is in the kitchen, chained to the fucking oven, cooking her husband's meal for when he gets home from work. Which when I wrote that, I was like, fucking hell. But there's a couple of bits, I gotta be honest, which I when I'm writing, everybody, I write quite late at night because it's quieter. I prefer writing at night because I find it quieter. And it must have been like 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. I'm not sure what time it is. Oh god. So it was 3 a.m. in the morning I was writing. So because you're from Texas, Skate Punk, that's probably about 9 in the that's probably 9 at night for you, but for me it was 3 in the morning. And I wrote this one bit and I didn't sleep that night because I generally thought this horror story is going to get banned in multiple countries. I wrote this one scene which I haven't admitted, guys, and I wrote this scene. If you actually look at it, though, if you look at the historical context of it, though, guys, if you look at the historical context of the story, it's actually the serial killer in the story is actually really being a copycat of all these other serial killers. that British American, and if you look at it, it's not just evil. He actually, I'll just reveal one of the chapter names. One of the chapter names is the Evil Incarnate. Which Evil Incarnate, if you don't understand what that means the ultimate evil. I thought that was a tree then. Yeah, Evil Incarnate, guys, means absolute evil. Yeah, Evil Incarnate means absolute evil. And that's sort of what this character is. That's what the Dollmaker is. He's not just a character. He's the absolute evil. He is somebody that cares not. He is somebody that cares not. The only thing he cares about is the fun he has. And whatever fun that dictates is on his head, really. But it's also as well, you pose a very real challenge as well. Something that I explored with this story is the thing of, if you have someone that does these such evil deeds, do they deserve to continue being alive? So that was something I explored in that story, was the concept of, is the death penalty the right option? Which, personally, I think it is in some cases. I think the death penalty is the perfect option. Because, you know, some people are just evil. Some people truly, guys, are just evil. Some people truly are just evil, and that's the concept of the story. Which I drew inspiration from the, real life cases, but there is I'll give you guys another sneak peek, but there is a scene in this story when they ask the guy, the serial killer, they go, "Are you mentally okay? Are you mentally insane?" And his words to them are, "Yeah, no, I'm perfectly sane. I'm just evil." And it's sort of like he's totally sane. He knows what he's doing, but he doesn't care because it's fun. Which I drew inspiration from a show called Torchwood. Have you guys ever heard of Torchwood or watched it? Have you guys ever watched Torchwood? Torchwood is a spin-off from Doctor Who. It's like an adult spin-off of Doctor Who. There's an episode when they go to the countryside and they find out that it's not actually monsters, it's actually people, cannibalistic villagers killing other people coming through the village. And Gwen Cooper, one of the main characters, asks the sort of gang leader why he does it, and he whispers in her ear, "Because it made me feel good." And I drew inspiration from that. I drew inspiration from that and thought, this serial killer doesn't do it because he wants to. He doesn't do it because he needs to. He doesn't do it for any reason, but he does it because it's fun. Which that's what I'll be back in a sec, everyone.